Welcome back to today's video. Today we are doing what we are doing. Yes, Varesa Story. I guess I have to pronounce the name right. And the most controversial character is for now. Well, to try to find everything controversy, so I don't. I know I had some many controversy about this character, but what in my opinion, I think she's alright.
Hello there.
I'm doing a story today. We are. We must stay focused, boys. We must stay focused.
Huh? Wait, you're the Traveler in Paimon!
Yes.
I've been waiting for you.
And you are Venice.
Whoa, you know us? Huh. We've really made a name for ourselves. Wait, but did we even tell anyone we were coming to the Collective of Plenty?
Yes, Lansen.
Oh, you didn't know? Coach Yan-san said she invited you to our tribe, so
Yeah.
I came out here to wait for you while I did some training.
Yeah.
And now you're actually here. I can't believe it. This is great.
For us, I'm not going to. I don't expect this voice from this character.
Surely we're not that big of a deal.
He just saved 6 nations by Paimon, almost saved the world twice, 3 times, I think. Who knows? But yes, not a big deal.
You're the heroes who defeated the Abyss. You're a huge deal to everyone in Natlan. I've heard the story of Tumaini so many times I can practically recite it by heart. I've been so excited to meet you ever since Coach Yan-san told me you might be coming. Oh, my name's Varesa, by the way.
Varesa.
Not sure if Coach mentioned me before.
Oh, she did.
Oh, yeah. The name sounds familiar.
Yes, those who do the art conquest, they know who she is. She was mentioned, I think, in 5.1 by Lansan.
During the Abyss invasion, we asked Ian-san if the Collective of Plenty needed any help, but she said that Varesa had it all under control.
One of the good point Paimon has that she always tells us things. I mean, if I forgot something, we forgot. She is here to our backup memory to tell us, oh, huh, brother, this happened, and this is this character, you know it. A hero in your own right, which means you must be an impressive warrior yourself. A hero in your own
Not really. It was all Uncle Cuddle. All I did was clear out a few monsters. Just thinking about the invasion gives me chills even now.
That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. One of the best quests I ever did in this game.
But that's in the past. The Collective of Plenty fared pretty well, all things considered. We finished our repairs, so now it's just a matter of helping out the other tribes. Come on, I'll take you to our camp.
Great, let's go!
The quest has begun.
Oh,
Wait, what?
just a heads up. The volcano sometimes sends rocks crashing into this area. We call them pulverite. Oh, here's
What?
one. Want to give it a try?
What's that?
Not in a million years!
You can use your shoulders if you want. Or your feet. Or even your head.
That doesn't change anything!
See? There's nothing to it.
Oh, there's treasure inside these rocks! Okay, so maybe a little pain isn't too bad?
Oh, wow, Paimon. What are we even going to get
Hey,
there?
not a bad haul.
2 Paimon. Yes, 2 Paimon is important.
Running late again.
Wait, is it?
Hey, there's another one over there. Want to give it a try?
Wait, I can. I was just going to do that.
Huh? What's this wooden plank doing here?
Oh, it's a piece of training equipment. I use it all the time.
Training equipment?
Yeah,
What's that?
it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you instead. Here goes nothing.
What? The line was pretty late. Cutscene? Cutscene? That wasn't a trailer. That wasn't a trailer.
And she sticks the landing!
The cutscene that fast. What amazing story quest, guys.
Whoa!
10 out of
You
10.
jumped over that huge gap just like that? Incredible!
It was short, sweet, and was good, and fast, and full characters.
Oh, no. Anyone can do it with a bit of practice. You made it across without any training at all. That's a lot more incredible than anything I can do.
She can literally fly.
Oh, well, Paimon can fly, but you've got a point.
Okay, let's go to the pen.
Thanks for that. Paimon can't believe you smashed something that big in a single hit.
It was nothing. All it takes is a bit of training.
Paimon, we are literally unlucky.
Hilly churros? It's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through.
What? Come on.
Home, sweet home. We made it! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
Whoa! This place is so cool! That platform shaped like the head of a bull is awesome!
In my opinion, it's good.
That's
My
the
graphics
resonating
also got some
arena.
of phones I
It's
don't
where
know.
we hold all our competitions.
Sounds for beginners,
Don't
yeah.
mention it. It was no trouble at all. I wish I could show you around, but I need to get home.
Oh, did you remember something important? You really hit the ground running when we ran into those hilly trails back there.
Hope we don't hold up.
No, not at all. We made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. The most important thing after training. The post-workout meal.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. She just like Paimon.
Otherwise, I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. The perils of an empty stomach.
She definitely emoji. That
It's
emoji.
terrible. Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me. Like yesterday. You should grab something too. We can meet back up at the arena. See you soon.
Okay. And she just
And
ran
she's off. Wow, talk about whiplash. 1 second she's chill and laid back, and then the next she's charging headfirst into danger. Literally.
It's just
The
great to be here.
spirit of youth. Sure, whatever you say, old timer. Paimon thinks we're still young.
Yes, Paimon, I'm probably 500 years old. I don't know how old are you, but still.
Anyway, why don't we take a look around in the meantime? We can head to the arena in a little bit. The view must be amazing from up there.
Ah, I got it. Just with the Act 1. The Act 2 will begin now. Yeah. Let's begin the Act 2.
Oh, you're here already.
Oh, wait. It's I need that, but
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
No wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal.
and Paimon can understand that.
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me.
Let me guess, this uncle is some type of bad guy. Let me guess. Yeah, I'm
Uncle
going with
Akatl
this.
is our chief, by the way. Who better than
Oh.
the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right?
The wrestler. I forgot. So he's not going to be bad guy. He's just a wrestler. He's a chief. So
I've never given an official tour before. So I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Sure.
Of course, that sounds great.
Okay. Whew. Then let's start in that direction.
Act 2. Never expect this music for it. Music is nice.
My
Yeah,
place
music
is over
pretty good.
there. See that fruit stand out front? My house
This
is
music-
right behind it.
Whoever's calm down. It's just a type music. I forgot there's a music company who happened to making some games.
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard.
Oh, dear.
We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
used to it.
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's
such a happy
time to get
family,
up
am I
and
right?
actually doing it are two separate things.
She's just like me. If we do this thing, I don't do anything. I'm just too lazy to do anything. She's just like me.
Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Same.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal.
Next time I'm sleeping and you can wake me up.
No, that was just a joke. Don't scare Paimon like that, traveler.
That wasn't the joke.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After
And
lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
that should be about now, right?
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing! We'll go right after this. But first, come with me.
Sure. Wait, is the later dude, Johnson? So,
Oh, Coach Yansan, are you here to do some training?
Johnson finally has
Just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time.
How long has that been? I don't hear his voice. Last time it was 5.0. Oh, 5.0 when we heard his voice. I forgot him. I forgot it. Yeah.
Oh, it's you two! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty. Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day.
I know.
Wait, we've seen that graffiti design before.
It's not easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed.
Yep, that's me. How embarrassment. To be honest, yeah, it would be so embarrassment.
Don't be shy. After everything you did for Natlan, you deserve the recognition.
A nation who doesn't treat us.
Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway?
We're just
No,
doing
what
some
is it?
adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans. We
Yeah,
ran
for
into
now.
Varesa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Varesa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, Coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Of course. Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Varesa doesn't need one?
Paimon, you need that.
Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Varesa is among the select few who have a natural gift. When she
Wow.
first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Varesa's metabolism is something else.
I mean, she is a cow, I guess.
Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the training and classes are a lot more fun.
Varesa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me.
Wait, what?
Wait, but you're the coach. And the victor of the pilgrimage!
But come on, Paimon, he's like, doesn't mean he's going strong. So wait, Vanessa is stronger than Lansan.
Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness
incident.
world. Everyone starts from a different baseline.
Incident, I guess.
Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed.
I'm not exaggerating either. Varesa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all.
Just for the foolish and
Believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment, but I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
Yeah.
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. But whenever I have to face a real person, I start to doubt myself.
It came with the time.
Thanks. I appreciate the support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Yeah, I wanna. Damn, they really did Lansan ready. See the 4-star. Well, it was expectable.
Good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt?
What?
Hey, I was just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next time, okay? Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway, this is my family's orchard. Come on, I'll show.
Okay. Sorry for that.
Whoa! It's even bigger than Paimon imagined! Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
look at all the fruit! It looks delicious.
Don't even think about Paimon.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile. So everything that grows around here is amazing.
true?
Especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. Well, since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a...
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
Paimon,
Yeah,
she just
but
shocked you.
there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it.
A few dozen.
You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit.
Yeah,
I would scarf it down in a heartbeat and then ask for another. Before long, people would gather around just to watch.
Baby Vanessa, not gonna lie, look cute. Not gonna lie. Yeah. And we're not going to see her dad?
My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure." I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile. And then my mom, too.
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
So, are they alive or?
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
Epic feast show?
Oh,
I was saying
sorry. It's basically a speed eating contest. We need to prepare a ton of ingredients, so don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picked.
Alright. Where should we start?
चलो this समय start है.
Why is there a mushroom over there?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing.
I mean,
You
this
can
is
grill
almost
them,
finished.
stir fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Maybe it's absorbed the nutrition from the nearby fruit tree.
Yeah, that could be. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from?
Yeah, it could be dangerous. Who cares?
Go ahead. Pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up some.
Wait, what?
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Wow,
Yeah.
you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some help.
58. That's how many you have to collect.
Oh, and you were right about
In
the
just 1
fruit.
minute.
Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever
So that's what
had.
we're doing, well, we're
You
doing
must
that.
sell out every time.
Why don't you help me, Paimon?
Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms too. In a weird way, it really did taste like a fruit. We should call them berry shrooms.
When it comes to the food, Paimon judgment never fail.
Well, Paimon had multiple nations worth of good food to refine her palate. Her taste buds never lie.
Well, thanks to
Yeah.
your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back.
Oh no, needed. Before long, Vanessa plays some pipe hot mushroom dish in front of you.
I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still, high-quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here.
What? Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
I like the both. I like them both.
This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe, but it's not well known outside the Collective of Plenty. Actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience. Uncle Atoli has been coming up with new recipes like there's no tomorrow. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want
I'm
to,
sure
of
Paimon can
course.
win. I'm sure Paimon can win this one. What do you think, Paimon?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
go
mean
ahead.
the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well, though.
Paimon. Paimon. This is an eating competition. You had to show your strength. This is the reason why I take win.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
Paimon, oh Paimon, you need to step up your game. You're falling so behind. They're Napaya, Akon, and you. Yes, I've been so behind, Paimon.
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point.
Sarah, are you sure? Yeah, I mean, you actually sure? Guess I tell you.
Nice! Then let's sign up together. Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of.
Act 2 is completed.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
you're here.
It's been a while. When Varesa told me you signed up for the Epic Feast Showdown, I could barely believe it.
Oh, it's not me, Paimon.
Sounds like Varesa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
Honestly, I'm not even that good.
What's wrong? Sounds like you're still half asleep.
Just, hungry. It's competition day, so gotta show up with an empty stomach.
So you don't eat anything.
Not much longer, Varesa. Atoli's firing up the ovens as we speak.
Got it. I can
Oh, about the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish.
Paimon, it's on you.
But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your expenses.
Just, what do we call it? Yes, we are famous, so yes, can we do?
Really? So we get to eat for free?
No, Paimon, you cannot do this. We are good people.
Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish!
Thanks, we appreciate the generosity.
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natlan. Just think of it as a small token of gratitude. When the Abyss invaded, we weren't hit with large waves of monsters, but the volcano became unusually active. As the Guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing, so we immediately dispatched a team to the summit.
This guy just really tell us some important information about that. I can understand. Please tell us.
Varesa was a key member of that team. Varesa?
What's this name?
Oh, right. Yes, I was there. I brought so many Saurus crackers with me that day. Sorry, not the point. There were abyss tumors all around the summit, agitating the magma and spawning all kinds of monsters.
Wait. Just like the Abyss know their weakness. Interesting. I mean,
Once Pyro Archon did her thing, we were able to smash them to smithereens.
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
Good point! Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you do. The Abyss really is a cunning enemy.
Yes, the Abyss is very smart. Like, it's adapt and he's learned. Like, he learned about that. He knows their strengths and weaknesses. So it's basically doing making plan according to this. That's very interesting. Well, we all endangerous.
And you mentioned something about the Guardians of Tolan? What does that mean?
That is a duty our people have held for generations. The volcano is very important to us. It brings disaster, but also opportunity. Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment, and in return, we get fertile soil and a thriving ecosystem.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity, we always report it to the stadium.
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than good food, huh?
Tell us.
Hold on.
She's gone.
Where did Varesa go? Wasn't she just here?
Oh, you know, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must have called for her.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food straight to the...
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture of an empty stomach better than anyone.
Wow, Paimon, you find something.
I'll lead the way.
Yeah. I agree, I guess.
Oh, that smell. So delicious.
The fact I did something like this when I was a kid is more embarrassing. Like same thing that I was at the time I'm so hungry that I actually go to the kitchen.
Juicy mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
Okay, definitely that was pretty big fan service.
Ah, look who it is. I thought I felt an intense energy around here. I know better than to get between you and your next meal. The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest meat stew? Thank you, Uncle Atoli!
Varesa!
Oh, that
You really
chicken.
did head straight for the kitchen. What's up? You seemed lost in your own world just now.
Oh, it's you! Sorry. I completely spaced out just now. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hands.
Don't worry about it. I think we can all guess what happened.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Varesa, especially on an empty stomach.
No worries, Uncle Atoli. Your delicious soup fixed me right up.
Oh, that sounds more like the Varesa we know.
I become completely useless when I'm hungry. I really wanted to focus on the conversation back there, but no luck.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do, so you need more food to make up for it. You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling weak and lightheaded.
True. Basically, Thailand has to eat. And
Oh boy. Paimon's been there before.
man.
So, when is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
1 sec. I'll go check.
We're all set.
Mom.
Time to gather the contestants, Zakatl. The showdown is about to begin.
Got it! Let's head to the venue. The food will be brought out shortly.
Finally! Oh, I'm so ready to dig in.
Let's go. Come on, Paimon, you have to do this. Okay, how long it's going to take?
It smells so good! Varesa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait.
Did portion talk?
Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Paimon, I'm pretty sure you can eat all of these too.
Time to dig in. Thanks for the food, Uncle Atoli.
Whoa! Hold on! Varesa's plate looks completely different than ours!
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Varesa challenge.
Who will be able to do
The
this with
Varesa
Vegas?
challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past. It's named after Varesa because, well, so far, she's the only one who's been able to finish it.
Okay,
You're
congratulations.
kidding. You had to invent a whole new challenge just for her?
Ah, she's dead in the back.
Believe me,
Paimon.
if Varesa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even started. What's the fun in that? Only one other person has come close to beating the Varesa challenge. And that would be the Pyro Archon herself.
Wait, you're saying Movik has done this before?
Of course. She breezed through the normal level, but the Varesa challenge was still too much, even for her.
Oh my god, Paimon. You really had to step up
Back
your game.
then, it was all part of an investigation.
Oh.
You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. And each time, Varesa's tab would show several dozen people's worth of food for a single person. The speaker's chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon. But once the Archon finally saw Varesa's appetite in action,
So basically, she thought,
that
wait,
was
what the
that.
Whoa. Okay, so you're saying Malika had these portions and she just breezed through?
It only get outside the food get cold. Let's just go for it.
You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got.
Go, Paimon. Defend your honor and don't. And I have an expectation for you.
Whoa. Tender, juicy, grilled to perfection. It's delicious.
Are they actually giving us something to eat?
Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler. It's amazing. Oh, and this. And this one is. All right, that's it. Paimon taps out. All this time,
Expect
and it doesn't look like we've made any progress.
Paimon, you need to step up your game. How can you lose it? So this cutscene is like. Paimon, you need to step up your game. How can you lose?
Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel.
What happened to defending your honor?
Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as she could, but this enemy is too strong. You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
Don't be like that.
Let's hear it for Varesa, who has once again completed the challenge. And with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Okay, she's dead. Combination.
Well done, Varesa.
Amazing job!
Oh, it's nothing. Uncle Atoli's food is just too good. I couldn't stop myself.
You actually finished it? Jeez, are you okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna throw up? Oh, Paimon's so full it feels like she's gonna sink.
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually. Satisfied, you know?
Spoken like a true champion.
Thanks. This is my specialty, after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these competitions. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Kochi-an-san. A hero brave enough to stand against the abyss.
Aw, don't worry, Varesa. For someone as talented as you, it's only a matter of time before you shine in the arena.
Yeah, and it's going to be in the story quest.
Eon-san, did you beat the challenge too?
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Varesa challenge a few times too, but never even came close.
That's still pretty
Okay,
amazing.
there has to be more to this than just appetite. Is there some kind of trick?
Come on,
By the
Paimon,
end,
dramatic.
it was like the meat turned into one big greasy blob, and it was so hard to keep going.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil. Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and fruity to balance it out.
Oh, so that's the secret. Use the mushrooms to cut through the heaviness.
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like a fruit, might as well use it like one. I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about being ready to train?
They want to exercise. After all that food? Sorry, everyone. I should intervene.
Yeah,
bye.
go tell them to take it easy.
Bye, dude. I'm just going to call her dude.
How did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record. Either the contestants are getting more experienced, or my cooking was extra good this time.
Everything was delicious, especially when it first came out all hot and steaming.
Thank you. When cooked at high heat, that mushroom has a special fragrance that really brings out the flavor of the other ingredients.
They focus in that mushroom a lot. Something is wrong.
Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom. It's an excellent addition to any dish. But there are actually two varieties. Red, which is the most common, and green. There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Why's that?
Sometimes we have Paimon say things, same things.
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told. Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is identical to the red ones.
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
Don't you want to know the reason behind
Well,
it?
of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? But curiosity isn't always a good thing, right?
Well, they say curiosity kill a cat or a person. Who knows?
Oh, by the way, Varesa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you run to the orchard and grab some more for me?
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I'm on it. Want to come with you too?
Sure.
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food.
I'm thinking what just to do. I should be sure what do you think.
Haha, my pleasure. But try to finish it all next time.
Don't worry, Paimon has to step perfectly.
After that meal, I'm ready to tackle anything. Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms? Don't worry. He can be a bit dramatic sometimes. The green mushrooms don't appear that often. Besides, I check the orchard every day, and if I see one, I eat it. If anything,
Yeah.
I wish there were more around here. Means more free mushrooms for me.
She is like me.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh. Talk
3.
about a coincidence.
So it really is green.
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
Wait a minute. Just wait a minute.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way too stuffed from earlier.
I wonder why the
You
scholar said
mean
what he
why
said.
we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away? To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious when he said it, but he never explained the reason behind it. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar said, something terrible could happen.
I'm not curious.
You
Wait a minute.
could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would do.
Yeah, but my tribe is more important. I love everything about this place. Maintaining the status quo is good enough for me. I know the truth is important too, but I don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people around me in danger. In other
I didn't do
words,
that.
deep down, I guess I'm just scared. Scared that change could mean losing control.
If you're strong enough to uncover the truth, then you're strong enough to command the truth.
Command the truth?
If the fear is the only thing stopping you, let us help you just out of the burden.
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
Right. Curiosity can be a bad thing, but what you don't know can still hurt you. That's true. That's why we try to understand things.
You have a point. You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped challenging and exploring the unknown. She's my idol. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. Lady Fiatena, lend me your courage. 3, 2,
Other side.
1. You're right. I can't keep running from the truth. I want to command it, just like you said. So, where should we start with the investigation? You probably have a bunch of experience.
I think I should be desert first.
The green mushroom, you mean? The taste is the same as the red ones. There's nothing special there.
Well, the traveler is a lot more receptive to most people. He should at least give it a try.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I
special.
see. Well then, I'll grill some up right away.
Vanessa cooked the mushroom and everyone dig in, just like Vanessa said. Just the same.
So, notice anything, traveler?
No difference in taste.
Just like Varesa said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Finally,
Traveler?
a worthy devotee after all this time. Fascinating.
What?
Who said that?
Who are
No
you?
need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. Seeing
what?
as you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voice as well.
Who are you?
Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in this era.
Cut to the chase. You talk a big talk, but I heard that before.
Now. You were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins. I merely granted your wish.
Well, I have a feeling this green mushroom something about some big truth or something. Please don't die.
Origins? Wait, you're the green mushroom?
Seekers, don't do drugs. This is what happens when you do drugs.
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. You'll excuse me if I have no interest in you. craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
Hey, watch it, buddy!
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that started all of this. I see no reason for me to stand down. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you. I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Is this Anara? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Didn't somebody do a little thing Nahida's friend? Yes, I know it. It's them.
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? All you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
She's just calling Paimon dumb.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
Nope.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point. In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects. So we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. I have all the answers you seek. As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity. And we shall see if you're worthy.
Okay, why not? This is definitely
More
something.
green mushrooms right in front of us!
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my secrets. If
What?
you want answers, then gather your wits and search for clues. I shall await your summons. It might be advisable to brush up on your devotion in the meantime.
The voice
No.
is gone. Finally, Paimon had enough of that racket.
At this point, Trevor is like a voice in my head. Every Tuesday. So what's going on? Like it's something. I mean, every Tuesday, whatever.
Talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense. Even a Hal is better than him.
Definitely.
So, do you think what he said was true? About being the Sage Lord of Fungi and all that?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
We may not know who is he, but we know he exists.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely was real.
Yeah, it's definitely not because of drugs.
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is going on.
Which one made the right call
I
to
guess this
investigate?
is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of this. So we can command the truth and this mushroom. Okay. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Yeah.
We have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty pathetic as far as enemies go.
She just was the entire Samiru enemies. She just was some of the Samiru's enemies that we faced in Samiru. You remember that fungus?
Such insolence!
Did you
Wait a
hear
minute.
that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
No response. Guess he's not gonna.
Well, he said his
Admitted.
subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green mushrooms, so let's start investigating.
Sure. Did you find anything?
Okay, so this one is red.
No.
Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all places!
Okay, that's I mean, Natlan and Samiru are pretty close to each other, so I guess.
So this is one of his subjects? Well, it's kind of cute.
Bull Warrior compliment? Much appreciate. No, Bull Warrior natural enemy. Eat. Must resist.
Careful, Varesa! This is a kind of monster from Sumeru. Even though it looks cute, it can still attack you!
And we had to kill them.
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Gather your wits and search for the clues. Well, sorry, Vast is a form of wits.
Mercy, mercy. Food is sacred. Everything else, waste. That all I know. Promise.
And it ran away.
It turned back into a normal mushroom. what's going on?
I guess it tells us everything,
I
you know.
mean, that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go look somewhere else. Mushroom, and it turned into a fungus! Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice. Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you, give us an easy one?
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation?
I'm pretty much a riddle master.
Enough chatter. Time for my question. Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
Aw, man! How are we supposed to know?
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Don't tell me you're one of these people. Like, I'm not smart or anything, and the topper in the school. Like, they say I'm not smart, I don't study at all, and they're fucking top in the school. Like, don't tell me you're like this.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple.
Because he's a fun guy.
What? How did you get that so fast?
I don't know.
Oh, it's that kind of riddle.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns? Huh. Is it because the people are so clever?
No, it's only one person. General Mahamatma. Sign up.
No, we just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of
there's someone.
jokes.
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question. The act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual. Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
She just says pretty impressive thing, but I don't understand.
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more mushrooms? No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
I'm sorry from the outside
Well,
noises.
if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony with special tools or something.
Oh, good thinking, Varesa! Let's try and ask the other mushrooms! Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom. Hey, there are two fungi over there! Looks like they're discussing something.
That is fine.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
Wait, that voice sounds
Wow,
familiar.
cool! You greencaps are so wise. Just like our Sage Lord. Huh, I'm so jealous.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going to ask. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony. And I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
Jay asked you one of the best and interesting questions I had. Can you tell us the answers? Do you know that the stars are on the moon? Or someone like this now.
Ew. And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spore.
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right.
And then I'll say, you can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Why don't you give us the answer for these two questions? What is the abyss? And what is the moon? Above the stars and the stars.
Yeah, a few more decades.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then obviously the ceremony is the cooking.
Just idiots.
I
They're
mean,
seriously.
obviously it's the cooking.
Did they just give us the answer?
Yeah.
Who goes there? And you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
Daddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere. My cap almost burst into spores.
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first!
Back to Dragon Master. Where we already get what you need.
So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment? So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is, the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the fragrance.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard too. Heat really does release their flavor.
If we cook them just right, maybe we will to see the Sage Lord too far.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Sound like a plan,
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akadal and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call.
Oh.
It's best for everyone to be prepared.
I mean, it's not going to be that bad. Who knows? Who knows this guy is some type of evil thing and we did just raise something. I mean, he doesn't know about the moons and the abyss, so who knows who is. Chief had to gather people from tribe to here when I said report on the mushroom.
Huh.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
Yeah. Imagine last day. When did you guys start to do drugs? So, what do you guys do? Just speak, the science speak volume.
The mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Please don't need to say it. I feel like you're just embarrassing
Thanks
me.
for looking into it and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Varesa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has
That's why I like this
always
big
been
fan
a
of us.
mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
I have a feeling it's all going part of their plan. Lex.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Yeah, I have pretty bad
Wow,
feeling.
that didn't take much convincing.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick.
That's
All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
how much you want?
Well, here goes nothing.
There goes nothing.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require.
What?
Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord?
Now we what need to do?
Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight.
I'm gonna punch him so hard you can't believe. Is there Vanessa in the background?
Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of Nitpicking, more like!
Still, the only way to figure out his goal is to keep
Not
playing.
high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat. Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely. We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano. It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
Same, Paimon, same.
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path.
Oh.
Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Yeah, or are making fool. Or they're making fella. I couldn't even find the right word. Fuck my list.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Right.
Yeah.
So, even if you wanted to investigate, you would know where to start.
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my tribe's competitive spirit.
Yeah, competition seemed to be thinking.
Varesa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Simple day-to-day happiness is what matters to me. Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. Having the training to master my vision meant that I could do something to stop it. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be brave. Because people are counting on me.
I can't understand deep within you.
Thanks. It's a work in progress. I can only hope that one day I can be as brave as Lady Fiatena.
Oh,
All right, we should keep looking. Done and dusted. This core should be perfect. Look, the phlogiston inside it is still active.
ah. Wait, how do we do this?
See? Woo! Hot!
A few more chunks like this and we should be good. Come on, let's keep heading up.
I found this thing like a day one. Let's go. Just explore. The fuck is going on? There was just one.
What is that?
My bad.
It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a Great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
What a great haul! A bunch of seeing eyes, and this thing the weasel used to spew out fire!
I think that's its
Wow.
back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much attack from all directions.
But why does it look like some dragon technology here?
My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time.
That's right in back there, by the
Oh,
way.
well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes you don't have a choice. So, I've tried to figure out a bunch of different ways to get myself in the zone. For example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and my favorite hero has always been Fiatena, the one I mentioned before. Fiatena's most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like hers. So now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave. At the same time, though, I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Oh,
Ah.
you really think so?
If it help you, right? Let him feel the same. Let him feel the same
Really?
about it.
It's... I feel like I need to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking that step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
But you are the one who decided to investigate this case, not your master.
Yeah, you had the courage to make that decision. And that's what adventuring is all about. Fighting is just a small part of it.
I'm sorry for my outside
Oh.
noises. Yeah.
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a great job. Just take your time. It's not a race.
Thanks for believing in me, you two. I've learned so much. And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own.
Oh, nice.
After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
Yeah, if I don't, I'm going to punch him so hard, not gonna.
We found a bunch of stuff to use.
Great. We're almost done with the preparations on our side, too.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot. We should be good to go.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best stove I could find.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
Look like we gathered a fight, not cooking mystery.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical cooking utensils either.
Yeah.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Varesa and her guest of honor.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with this time. Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
That
All
just-
right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well, anyway, we got this in the end.
Either way,
Yeah.
this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I studied the effect of temperature on different ingredients. This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other. Anyway, let's get
Wow.
started. The mushrooms are all ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Whoa, the fragrance is so much more intense. And what's with this weird mist?
Yeah.
Wait, no, something's not right.
Guys, I think we're in domain. We shouldn't do drugs, guys. We shouldn't. This is what happens when you do it. Oh, come on, I'm not. For a second, I was scared if it was not a god. Oh, come on. And we're in Sumeru.
Where are we? Where did everyone go?
I have no idea. We just showed up here. I can't see the others anymore.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle. Chief, we don't know where we are.
What?
Huh?
I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us?
So you don't feel anything strange?
No. What are you feeling?
This must be the stage door trick, but it's only affecting the three of us. But why us, not the others?
You are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Ah, there it is.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like.
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised, you shall have the answers you seek. Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The guy, that would be me, is extending you the honor of becoming my subjects.
And
The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter.
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my miracles.
What's that?
Cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor.
Is he talking about the Archon War? Don't tell me we're just going to learn about the Archon War. Here, it's a story quest. Nothing much. Let's talk about the Archon War. Again, whoever's thing.
But then, humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
What?
Huh. If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this.
Woohoo!
What the? Did he just grow up?
Monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
What the hell?
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
Yeah.
Such arrogance! Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
You wish!
Yes.
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
Yeah.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
What?
Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning as ever.
Oh, come on.
Weren't we insignificant mortals just a second ago? Weird.
Damn.
I'll admit, you're not entirely useless, but my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
What?
No, don't just... another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? It's gotta be a mushroom thing at this point. Well, what should we do? Follow him?
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to tell us a story, although I'm not sure if I like the plot.
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Well, food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all.
Guys, just imagine. We always call Paimon the majestic food. What if at the end of the game we need to eat her? I mean, I'm not in a way, like she's going to become part of us, like we're going to absorb her or something. And this is how we get our true powers. The saying.
And as
theory.
my subjects
Against
gave
a
themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them could receive as many as 20 mushrooms a day.
That's it?
That's it.
What are you insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even Saurians have more options than that.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree? Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then...
I want to know what happened next.
What do you mean, what happened next?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But
Yeah.
I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan. And I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
We've been to Sumeru.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from.
Because fungus are the creation from the Sumeru. The buildings are forming berries. I support that too.
A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
And then you don't deserve our fate either.
If you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive!
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your wits to earn it. If you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off. Come on!
Oh. Uh-huh. Right.
After him. Don't do it. And he did.
He jumped down from here! So it looks like we just need to... Is
Hold
something
on.
wrong, Traveler?
There's something off about his motive.
Off? How?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end, it must be because it's not something he can brag about.
I mean, it was during the Archon War, and you know how things go.
Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? Seems like he's avoiding that subject. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even though he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
He must be in dire need of strength, but it has to be the two of us.
why?
We are descender. Paimon, who knows for 5 minutes. Venice, who knows where she is. We go, let's go. Keep eye out for a good
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's go!
What is this?
Catch me
Sonic
if
the
you
Hedgehog.
can! If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Basically, Sonic the Hedgehog. Genshin edition. Okay, let's do this.
Jump up! Let it give us a ride!
Wait, what? What the hell? Is that a fucking dragon we are riding? I wanna go stop head.
Alright, this should be good. Get ready and jump!
What the hell was that? Wait, is the domain done? What was that? A robot dragon or something. Yeah, dude.
Backed into a corner, huh?
We've got you this time!
Got him.
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
Yeah.
How did we lose him?
And he's go down.
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
What is it?
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading.
What the hell?
They're gonna eat us.
Gonna eat us! Eat us!
Yeah.
Ungrateful humans!
What?
At this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Oh, the situation grows dire.
What?
Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumeru knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot! The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain his strength. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake?
Wait, what happened?
No, a volcanic eruption! Ah!
I think
So that's how it ended. No wonder you tried to hide it from us. It's
That's-
pretty embarrassing.
I thought he
Yeah.
said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
yeah.
He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
And it seemed like his power to, I'm not going to pronounce that, to the numbers of the clones he has.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope.
Yeah.
Which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rock.
Yeah. For who knows how long. When we were
40,000.
talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of, out of touch, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
he has been living under a rock, so that checks out.
Wow, man.
Clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind controlled.
Wait a minute. True.
But when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
I understand now why it has to be us.
Oh? Why?
I explained the way. I need to catch him to confirm my
All
theory.
right. Then let's find this mushroom.
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom. We know all your schemes.
Maybe try to hide them a bit better next time.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are, so we have to stop you.
It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects. Still, you're overlooking a very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter.
Wow.
My goal has already been achieved.
What?
That-
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name.
what?
You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage!
This is a god? I'm not questioning it. I mean, they're not in true form, but still.
Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon War.
During the Archon War is over, dude. Which
You
are
have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters, and the gods loom overhead, capable of reducing you to ashes with a simple snap of their fingers.
I mean, not all gods were fighting type. We know that from the Archon War still.
Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever, and you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame.
Dude,
No
war is
matter.
over.
My plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially. You see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. Unless,
Okay,
of
clone.
course, I had access to a source of extreme heat.
I wonder is how.
And you delivered one to me on a silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power. Then,
Wow.
I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory in the Archon War, and take revenge on Sumeru.
So basically, we had to has beaten by I mean, she was the winner of the war. Oh, yeah. Destroyed. We have Goddess of Flower. What was her name again?
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Yeah.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
That was different war.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Yeah,
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
yeah.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and trickery to befuddle me. You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea.
So basically, this is what happened to the gods who couldn't able to win the Archon. They escaped to hiding.
Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off.
It was an empty deal from
What
the
did
start.
you say?
We wasn't chosen because we saw something else. We were only the only option.
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected.
And I have to be special concession, and which made it was easy to hear your voice.
Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
You are too weak.
You said your mushrooms need time to grow, which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade Plume Terra Shroom. Because you definitely can't.
Forgot about it.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the tribe as soon as...
But can you tell what happened
You must be
afterwards?
bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful. And what's this about a war against the Abyss? Hey, I want answers!
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
Yeah, you can die it. Damn, they're pretty ruthless. No, I love that. Like, he's annoying. Fuck him. Why should we help him? It cutscene.
What should we do?
Worried? Don't be. It's just a few mushrooms. Unholy!
He just
Get ready to feast!
Go, Vanessa. This is actually pretty fun. No. Let's eat. Just eat. It's your time to shine. Ah, Travis doesn't have voice. Travis doesn't have voice. When will we have voice of each other again? This beta animation is getting pretty better.
More, please!
It was in the trailer. For a second I thought it was
Dig in!
Wait for Tui.
Stop this at once! Huh?
Yeah, this feel like some old cartoon shit.
What a great meal! Thanks, everyone. I feel like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you.
You tell Chief everything that happened.
Someone planted a god in Varesa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
But, yeah. I can't imagine the bar get any lower than that. Yeah, true.
Also,
It's embarrassing.
didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War.
What?
So it rarely comes up around these parts. It
What?
makes sense that you don't know much about it, Varesa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
You just casually with something that big. The Dantle was never part of the war. Why? Because of the Renova? I mean, the god of that. I mean, the shade was here. During a time.
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So there was no room for the gods to join in.
So basically, we all know the dragons were fighting with each other to become the new power Savanan. Whoever defeat the old one, they became the best guys. But still, makes sense. I mean, the nation Savanan. So.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
So what we know is Natlan never take part in the Archon War. I guess this is a very important factor if you don't know.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Can I borrow you for a minute?
So thing.
Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve a threat to my tribe. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a really awesome adventure. I had fun.
Me too. It's an adventure I remember for a long time.
Why's that?
You got a chance to shine as a hero, and it was all you who thought.
You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty surreal. But it's like you said. All it takes is a little patience and perseverance, and my time will come. If I start to doubt myself in the future, all I need to do is think of this experience and everything I've learned along the way.
Yeah,
Hey, you two! Akara was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Yeah, I want to know about it.
Good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need to get permission from Uncle Akatl first.
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
I'm sorry for disturbing. Why don't we just ask the adventure kid? Who knows, maybe there's some scholar in the night.
Good idea. Let's check it out.
Yes. You got it. After hearing a story, Catherine has.
Oh, Catherine's back! And isn't that Tainari?
Oh, wait. She is also here.
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Amurta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get in touch.
He doesn't have his voice. It's been a while, you two. So you are the ones looking into the stage, Lord of Funga.
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about him, right?
Of course, to those in Amethyst, his case is a well-known part of the ecology system. History. His power is tied to his number of the clones. So at one point he possessed a truly fearsome form, but as his clone diminished in numbers, he gets smaller and smaller until he couldn't hold on to his physical form at all. And so he became impossible to track. Scholars could only keep tab on him by monitoring what domain of his clone. Now I'm learning his true form fading to Netland.
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago.
Well, from what I heard, he has very few clone rights now, so there's nothing to worry about. Feel free to use the mushroom necessary. They are already delicious. Of course, in the interest of research, I would perform effort to send. Yeah. First call for my research. I want to get your permission before submitting a formal request to the speaker.
Of course. You're welcome anytime. I wanted to ask, though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natlan? Even now?
Yes, they are. Who will be hunter right? They had to do it now when I'm recording, right? Wait, what? I can't pronounce his name. It's
Whoa, that sounds amazing!
yeah. It took a long time for him to grow into this form. Luckily, it isn't the green cup mushroom, so there's no danger to us. I believe mine has a separate from the mushroom god for a very long time. I doubt there's a connection between them
We should
anymore.
go see Samaran one of these days!
Shaman.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once.
Fania is right. So this is one definitely not for eating.
I would never.
This is the end. So we learned something important. That Natlan take part of the Archon. That was pretty interesting, not gonna lie. They were actually pretty fun quests. You actually can enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. Sayonara.